What is a Judas swing and why should you care? The inner circle trader's Judas swing, in the most simplest terms, is a false move in price to trap traders. Just like as price goes down here, traders begin to go short and then it immediately rips their faces off. ICT's original concept of the Judas swing is not during the New York opening. As you can see here, the Judas swing that was originally taught by ICT begins at midnight New York time and then ends at 5 a.m. New York time. The Judas swing is the false run that trips up traders that lack the understanding of the true direction of the day. So why should you care? Because it offers huge wins and profits, and it fucking sucks being the manipulated. And number 3, because knowledge is power. If you have an opportunity to learn something, you definitely should. Now that you have some background information, let's get into how you can use this to your advantage. How to nail the Judas swing 75% of the time. There are some things that we're going to go over that not many other people know about. Something I have yet to share with anybody. I will show you how to nail this at least 75% of the time. Nothing is 100%. It just doesn't work that way. Step 1, you're going to identify if price is above the midnight opening or below. As you can see here, this is the midnight opening. The midnight opening is the opening of a candle at 12 a.m. You draw a line and extend that in time, or you can use this indicator. It is high time frame power 3. Price is above the midnight opening. Step 2, has price crossed the midnight opening between 5 a.m. and 9:30. What I mean by that is, did price go below it or back above it or vice versa? In this example, no, price has not crossed the midnight opening. Step 3, if price is above the midnight opening and has not crossed the midnight opening yet, between 5 a.m. and 9:30, draw a line on the high of the range between 5 a.m. and 9:30. That is going to be from here to there. We're going to draw a line on the high. Now that we have our line up there, we are going to wait for price to run the high of the range. By run, I mean we're going to want to see price come up to here, run the liquidity, take out the retail traders, suck in long traders. They're going to buy thinking it's a breakout. But it's doing 2 things. It's taking the liquidity and trapping and manipulating the traders. This is where I would usually go long and then end up getting stopped out as price comes back to where? To the midnight opening. I don't personally target that, but you can. That's where price is likely to end up going. There is a significant amount of times where price has already crossed the midnight opening, but it still does this, where it's going to run this little box, this little range put in, and then reverse. But it's not going to be seeking the midnight opening. It might be seeking an imbalance or something. It still works as a trade, but it's more of a scalp than a 200-point move, right? 689. That's 192 points with one NQ contract that is $3,840. Step 5, before it does the run, this should have been step 4, but oh well. Look for imbalances and liquidity above on a 1-hour chart. Alright, is there any imbalances that need to be filled that price could seek? We have an imbalance right here. This is a fair value gap. And then we also have a volume imbalance there as well, which that is a new day opening gap. We need to put that on the chart. Okay, now we have the imbalance on the chart. And what about liquidity? For liquidity, for me, would be a daily high. There's a daily high. And also equal 1-hour highs, or 1-hour highs that are equal. There isn't any on here that I see. Now, the reason that we're putting this on the chart, so we know if price continues going up, that this is most likely the draw on liquidity. Or it could be to fill the imbalance. We just need to know where it is a possibility price may be going that we're not caught off guard in the trade. Let's go back to the 3 minute here. All right, and then I put this there. Price is above the midnight opening. There's been no cross of the midnight opening between 5 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. And is there imbalances or liquidity above? Yes. That is the 5 steps to identifying if the Judas swing is likely to take place and if it is going to be a high probability trade. Now let's go forward here and then we'll walk through the best way to take these type of trades. So now it is 9:18, 9:30. We immediately get the blast above the range there, but you don't want to just jump into the trade as soon as that happens, because price can go up a lot further to fill the imbalances and or take out the liquidity. As you've seen there, if you would have went short after a wick down, you'd now be stopped out. Now it has ran the liquidity. There is one more thing you need to do. If you see a higher high within this range, connect them together like that. If it hits this line and rejects, there's a good chance it's not going to make it up to the imbalance. Now we have a doji bar put in. Now that you have the doji bar put in, it has ran the liquidity. It's acting like a turtle soup now. And then you get one more push up into the broadening formation. This is where you're going to want to drop down to a 1 minute chart and then count the pushes up. So you have 1 push, a retracement. This is likely 2. And then the upward momentum is kind of waning here, but still you haven't put in the 3 push yet. The 3 pushes is the most reliable indicator of a reversal. So there is your 3rd push. We have just touched into the liquidity, and then you get your 2-2 reversal. What is a 2-2 reversal? It's when you have the first bar right there, you draw a line on that, and once that gets a close below it, that is a 2-2 reversal. And then you get a rejection down. So now after you have clear 3 pushes, 1, 2, 3, dipped into the imbalance, didn't fill it, but now it's obviously displacing price on the 1 minute. Now that fair value gap there, that could be a very good entry. There you go. That is a top of the line short entry right there. Sell there, put your stop above the high. So now you have 1, 2 pushes down, and then I'm going to exit 1 right there. Buy that mofo back. And then I would be all out right here, personally. That's just how I would do it. Let's flatten. Why is that? Because it's likely to bounce here for a short-term reversal. You have 1, 2, 3rd push down. But where is price going to be seeking? It's going to be seeking the midnight opening. In most cases, if it has not been crossed yet, let's go forward and see what happens. It is an all-day endeavor because it's 200 points away, right? So there's your midnight opening cross. Now, let's see how often this takes place. We'll just do a little back testing here and look and see. Alright, so here's the first example. Runs that and then rallies. Doesn't quite get back to the midnight opening though, but it still offers a good trade. Worked right here, back to the midnight opening. This one is not a legit one because it already crossed the midnight opening in that time frame that we talked about. No midnight opening cross, takes out the low, and this one's a bust, right? Like if you went long here on any type of reversal, because we're on the 10 minute, you would have got stopped out. So that's 1 out of 4. That's a loss. Runs the low, rallies. That's a really good trade. It does rally back up to the midnight opening price right there. So boom, boom, win. This one is not valid because it had already crossed the midnight opening in that time frame. But if you look right here, here's your New York opening Judas swing, and then here's your entry right there. It comes back and targets the other side of the range. No midnight opening cross yet. We take out the high, but you see how we're below it? We're below the midnight opening, and it didn't take out the low of it, but it did take out the high. And then right there, it just puts in a double bottom and hits it. But you see how it still takes out that side. You can still take the turtle soup on the liquidity here. Like you could have gone short here and then target the other side of the range. So not a single one of these has been a loss except for that one, even with the exception of the midnight opening. The midnight opening is just going to be a enhancer. When you don't have a cross, the chances of it working are a lot higher. This is a bust right here, so that's why I said 75% of the time, because there's going to be some busts. Here is a winner. This one's unique because we're below the midnight opening, or we're above the midnight opening. No, actually it worked perfectly right there. Boom, takes out the high, hits the midnight opening. The last one we're going to go through, you guys get the point that it works, right? This one is a bust. So 75% of the time it's going to work. There's going to be sometimes it doesn't. And this is the one we just went over, which is a win. I'm not sure how many we went through there, but quite a few. If you guys are interested in getting funded, check out my website. It's verifiedfundingcompanies.com. I post the latest and best discounts for funding. I am also starting a tradeproai.com. This will be a website that's dedicated to using AI in trading. I will let you guys know when it's ready for people to check it out. It'll be trading tools using AI to help us trade, that kind of thing. I think it's going to be a very, very cool niche to go into and be helpful for people as well. Alright, so if you would like to learn more about the midnight opening and power of 3, you can check out the video in the top right hand corner right now. I hope this video helps you guys. I don't know anyone else that does it like this and adds in the midnight opening with it. I know some people look for a turtle soup to happen after here, but I don't think they're looking for it in the first 10 minutes or so.